Alright, it's Dan Wool Baby Fishing here with my buddy Jake. He's going to be showing us how to clean some crappie. Caught quite a few today. Even though the weather was miserable, it's in the mid-30s, just raining and snowing all day.
Ain't gonna catch them if you don't go out.
Exactly. Until they're still alive, but this makes the video more realistic.
So you want to flay them right down the backbone there. We normally just get the skin off afterwards. Some people do that beforehand.
Guilty.
Careful with aiming your knife as well. Okay, got a nice cut down the back, on the tail.
Now, for you just starting out fishing, this is like the filet mignon of fish. Unless you have some perch or walleye, then it's even better.
Explain how we cut these down.
Why don't you explain it? You're the one that can explain it better because you're visualizing it.
Alright, well, when you're cutting them, you kind of want to flake the fillet away from the fish a little bit. That way you can get every last little piece of meat without picking up any bone. And as you can see, here's a bone right here, and I can avoid that very easily. Sometimes you go a little bit too far when you're cutting backbone. See that? There, just avoided all that. Okay, so now I got a little nice fillet going. Like I said, keep peeling it back as you're filleting. Careful that the fish doesn't flop. Okay, now the rib cage is going to be about from here to here. You can feel it with the knife. You definitely don't want to get that knife under the rib cage. You want to slide it right along the side, and you'll hear a couple little clicks every time you go past the rib cage. And as you see, the meat is flaking away from the cage. And cut a little bit around it. From the bottom.
Now, crappie are probably one of the most easiest fish to fillet because they're wide, girthy wise. So you have a lot of room to work with. And plus their scales are like sandpaper, so you have something to grip onto, even though they're alive.
Okay, this one actually has some eggs in it too.
Right there, those little orange things.
Yep.
But they're not in the spawn right now. That's more of a springtime thing and into May. Even sometimes up farthest north, they'll go into June. That's when you get your thick slabs of your lakes and rivers.
Oh yeah, them spring crappie are the best, man.
But can't go wrong with winter ones either if you're catching them.
Okay, see this? It's the rib cage. Like I said, it doesn't always work out going from the top. You can always try from a different angle. Let me get rid of this little fin here. Always try and cut away from you as well. I'm not doing such a great job doing that to show you guys, but this isn't my first rodeo as well. Okay. As you can see, it's a pretty well cleaned fish. Rib cage is right here. All bone. A little bit of meat left right there. So that's pretty good fillet. So
Also, your spring crappie, they'll be a lot more fatter too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, I'll show them this part.
Because they're coming up in shallow waters to feed harder because they're getting ready for their spawn.
Is it on?
What's that?
Is it on?
Yep.
Alright, so now we like to skin a little bit of the meat off of that skin right there. Here on the fillet.
It's probably the hardest part right here for most beginners, even experts on it.
That's why a nice pair of pliers comes in handy sometimes. So you can grab onto the scales without them slipping. You don't have to risk cutting yourself. See how I'm just barely gliding along the skin. You want to keep that knife nice and flush with whatever surface you're cutting on. But at an angle, of course.
The reason we're using newspapers is because it grips the paper better.
Alright, now see this, and voila. See? Just skin.
No poking holes through the scales or anything.
Exactly.
Scales don't taste as good as the meat does.
Now we will start over here. Dude, actually, these pliers really come in handy, honestly, when just grabbing small slabs. So we're not finding anything like a big old salmon or anything, so...
Nope, our next flame tutorial video.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, if things work out.
I should have did this all in one, but it'll all work out.
Usually I have a nice, good, handy cutting board that has a clip on it, so you don't have to worry about the pliers either.
And we both have better knives usually, but we're improvising today.
Yep.
This is not the best job I've ever done. So, you know, with the fillet knife, you want to use more of a sawing action rather than a cut action. It just does not work very well with the fish and how the fillets are. You can pause that for a minute.
And that is how you fillet a crappie.
Let's do the other side, see how well that one.